দিয়ে দিয়েছি, কারণ পরে নেট পাবে না, দিকে জন্য দিয়ে দিয়েছি।
स्टेज हाँ उधर रख
ভিডিওগুলো ওখানে অলরেডি ফিক্স করা আছে, ওখানে নিচে 3টে ক্যামেরা নিচে ফিক্স করা। Small brother, younger brother. That's from Mayapur. That's Mayapur house. वीडियो कैमरा
सामने जाओ।
प्रभु जी चलो आगे आगे। प्रभु जी देखा যাচ্ছে।
आगे 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 जाइए।
Devotees on the stage, please come down on the stage so everyone can enjoy nicely. All the senior devotees are also requested who is on the stage. Please come on the downside. Every devotees are there. If you want to enjoy the divine ceremony, please be settled. All the senior devotees who is presenting the stage, please come downside so everyone can enjoy nicely.
Bhakti Charu Swami Gurudeva. Jaya Bhakti Charu Swami Gurudeva. Bhakti Charu Swami Gurudeva. Hari Om. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Jaya भक्ति कदमा बंदमयी सावधान माते जहाँ प्रसाद भाई हे भाव करिया जहाँ प्रसाद भाई हे भाव करिया विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति चारु स्वामी नामिने निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य कातानि
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण
चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति चारू स्वामी गुरु महाराज की श्री श्री भक्ति चारू स्वामी गुरु महाराज अपीयरेंस डे सेलिब्रेशन की जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिवार जो राष्ट्र अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद् अभय चरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिवार राष्ट्र अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर की साक्षात वैराग्य मुक्ति श्री गौर किशोर स्वामी महाराज की सच्चिदानंद भक्तिनाथ ठाकुर की वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की श्री सनातन भक्त रघुनाथ श्री गोपाल भक्त दास रघुनाथ सर्वेश्वर प्रभुगवान की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोपति धाम की, वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की, जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, मायापुर नवदीप धाम की, गंगा माई की, यमुना माई की, भक्ति देवी की, तुलसी महारानी की, हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, सारे गौर भक्तवृंद की, गौर प्रेमानंदी, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Sri Srimad Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. So, we welcome all the devotees who have come from different parts of the world to celebrate the auspicious occasion of Srila Prabhupada Memorial Festival and 73rd Vyasa Puja ceremony of His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Guru Maharaj. So, we are very grateful to Guru Maharaj. So, he is allowing us to celebrate this festival and he is present with us. Let us welcome him and express our gratitude by one time loudly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now we will humbly request and Lotus feet of Guru Maharaj to please enlighten us through his Vyasa Puja address.
Om Ajnana-timirandhasya Jnana-anjana-shalakaya Chakshur-unmilitam Tasmai Shri Chaitanya-Manopistam Sthapitam Yena Swayam Rupa Padam Dadati Swadam Bande Shri Guru Shri Yukapadam Shri Guru Vaishnava Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saharanam Raghunatham Tvam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvaitam
No, you Ujjain wo camera hai.
Krishna Chaitanya Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahalana Shri Vishakhantam Ajanulambika Bhujo Kanakavadate Sankirtanaika Pitaro Kamalaksham Vishambharo Dijabaro Jugadharo Paro Vande Jagat Priyakaro Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Pataya Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Jayatam Surato Kongo Mama Manda Matevati मत्सर्वस्य पदाम्बोधे राधा दिव्यवद वृंदारण्य कल्पद्रुमान् श्रीमद् रत्नाकर सिंहासनस्थो श्रीमद् राधा श्रीगोविंद कृष्णलीति श्रीमद् रसारंभी वंशीवट ततस्थित कर्षं वेणु सनैर्गोपी गोपीनाथ तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते प्रणमामि हरिं वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Srila Prabhupada. I generally try to avoid this Vyasa Puja. This morning also I was talking about that my understanding or my feeling is that let all the worship go to Srila Prabhupada. When you all were chanting Jai Guru Deva, Jai Guru Deva, I was also chanting Jai Guru Deva, Jai Guru Deva. And I had a wonderful feeling that you all were chanting this Jai Guru Deva, Jai Guru Deva, addresses Srila Prabhupada. Just like by watering the root of the tree, the whole tree gets nourished. By worshipping Srila Prabhupada, everyone will feel happy in this time. Anyway, so I am here accepting the Vyasa Puja. In a way, I have been compelled not only by my disciples to accept this occasion of worship, Even some of my godbrothers also persuaded that I should paint. Yes, by being persuaded, I'm accepting it. But actually, our role is to be the via medium. Via medium, through the medium.
वीडियो से और वॉइस से इट्स नॉट मैचिंग.
When everything passes through the medium, then it's the via medium. But when it doesn't pass through, then it's not medium. The electric current passes through copper cable. It's a medium. But if there is an electric rod, if there is a wooden rod connected to the source of electricity, the electricity won't pass through the wood. And the wood will not be considered as via medium. So via medium means that passes through. So in our spiritual context, our role is to become not only the via medium, but transparent via medium. Transparent. What is the meaning of the word transparent? When light completely passes through, that is transparent. When some light passes through, but some other light doesn't pass through, some rays pass through but others not, then it is not transparent. Then it is translucent. And when no light passes through, then it is opaque. So here we are supposed to be transparent. That means nothing should be stopped. Everything should be offered to our Guru. Whatever we do should be exclusively for Shri Prabhupada. Whatever we give should be exclusively for Shri Prabhupada. And once when Godbrother Srila Prabhupada, Srila Maharaj, gave a very beautiful understanding of the role of being a Guru. He gave the understanding that the role of a Guru in a Sampradaya is not to just be transparent, but become like a lens. A lens has to be transparent, but something more. What does the lens do? It brings a distant object closer. So actually the Guru's role is not to be just transparent by medium, but like a lens. The distant object should be brought close together, brought close. Like say for example, Srila Prabhupada is far away from you all. You haven't seen Prabhupada, most of you. So Prabhupada is far away, Prabhupada is distant. Now being between you and Srila Prabhupada, my role is to bring Prabhupada closer to you. That is the role of the Guru. And now if we look at this context, then we can see a telescope. You know what a telescope is? Telescope has a set of lenses. And more the lens, the more powerful the telescope. So much so that a powerful telescope can make us see a distant star. So powerful. So in our spiritual context, more these lenses we have, better it is for us. The more lenses means more spiritual personality to perceive Krishna. And that is our discipline succession. There are those series of acharyas, series of gurus. And what they are doing, are they obscuring our vision? Or they are enhancing our vision? When you read Srila Prabhupada's books, what do we get? Srila Prabhupada is giving, in his purport, Srila Prabhupada is giving the conclusion of all our acharyas in our sampradaya. Their conclusion is present. And the result is, Krishna has become so close. Although Krishna is so far away, there is no way we can see Krishna. With our mundane eyes, we won't be able to see Krishna. But through the teachings of our acharyas, Krishna becomes so close. So this is the important thing that we have to understand when we assume the role of a spiritual master. That our business is first to become transparent. And that means everything should pass through. Whatever you are offering, my business is to offer that. And in exchange, I am giving you Srila. Or at least I can say I'm trying to give you all Srila. More we think about Srila Prabhupada, you can see that what an amazing personality Srila Prabhupada is. And what an amazing achievement Srila Prabhupada had. The other day, I was in America. There are some important people that I came across from Canada. They are very important persons, very successful individuals, quite young. They were in the mid-30s, but very successful individuals. And I was telling them about Srila Prabhupada's achievement. At the age, first thing, at the age of 70, Srila Prabhupada came to America. When Srila Prabhupada went to America, he didn't know anybody there. And on top of everything, Prabhupada didn't have any money with him. And right at that point, they actually exclaimed, "Wow, what an adventurous personality." I mean, at the age of 70, goes to America without knowing anybody and without money. They were actually explaining that what a courage this personality had. And then as I started to explain what Srila Prabhupada achieved and how Srila Prabhupada achieved, a single man in New York, just convinced completely about the statement of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu predicted 500 years ago that this Krishna consciousness movement is going to spread throughout the world in every town and village. That was his source of inspiration and conviction. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and his words are not going to go in vain. The words of the Supreme Personality of Godhead must happen, must become a reality. It is with that conviction Srila Prabhupada actually went. And then we started to see how it started to unfold. Srila Prabhupada, alone with a kartal, sitting under a tree in Tompkins Square Park, chanting Hare Krishna. What a courage, 70-year-old man in totally unknown atmosphere, chanting Hare Krishna. A person like that in India would be considered a beggar. Only we see that the beggars do that. Chant Hare Krishna to get certain donation. But the scene in America was different. People gathered around, oh, a new sight. They have never seen a thing like that before. An Indian person, old Indian person sitting there and singing so beautifully. And one thing with the Americans, they love music. They love music. So they gathered around. And then what did Srila Prabhupada do? Did Srila Prabhupada tell them, can you please give me $1 or $2 as a donation? No. You know what Prabhupada said? Not at that time. Prabhupada started to give the knowledge. What is this chanting? This is mantra. This sound is not a sound of this world. This sound is coming from the spiritual world. And this sound is meant to purify everything. Purify the individual's heart and to purify the entire atmosphere. As far as the sound of this chanting will go, the whole atmosphere will become purified. And those who chant, their hearts will become purified. And they responded. Some people became interested. And Prabhupada by that time had a small little storefront. And Prabhupada invited them to come. A small little shop that has been turned into a place for preaching. That also with the help of some young Americans that Prabhupada got that place. And they came and Prabhupada started to teach Bhagavad Gita. And many of them admitted afterwards to me that they were not interested in Bhagavad Gita. They didn't go to those sessions to listen to the instructions or wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. They went there to make music with Swami. Their interest was just the music. And they started to come and they would also sing with Srila Prabhupada. And they started to bring their instruments. Some came with guitar, some came with electric bongo, some came with clarinets and other such musical instruments. And they would make music. And then Prabhupada would speak. They didn't understand the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita, but something was very appealing to this personality. They saw that this personality is extremely sincere. This personality is their real well-wisher. And then, after the class, Srila Prabhupada will cut some apples into small pieces and give them as prasad. So that's how it started. Krishna consciousness. And the first lecture that Prabhupada gave in America, a public lecture, you know what was Prabhupada's opening statement? What did Prabhupada say at the beginning? Prabhupada's statement was, I haven't come here to teach anything new to you. I haven't come here to teach anything new to you. I have come here to remind you about something that you have forgotten. See what an amazing approach. What an amazing vision. Srila Prabhupada was not thinking that you do not know and I have to tell you, I have to teach you. Prabhupada's statement was that I have come here to remind you of something that you have forgotten. See, look at Prabhupada's vision. You are a spirit soul. You are a part and parcel of Krishna. You are with Krishna, but you have forgotten Krishna. Now I simply have come here to remind you, Krishna, who is your dearmost object, the most lovable object, who is there in your heart, who is there to take care of you in all respects. Anyway, so this is how Srila Prabhupada started this movement in America. These young boys and girls became attracted to Srila Prabhupada. And they started to come closer, getting closer and closer and closer. Some of the boys didn't want to go anywhere. They wanted to be with Prabhupada all the time. But Prabhupada had just a small little apartment and a storefront in the front. And they said, we'll sleep in the storefront. And they moved in there. These Americans were coming from very, very wealthy background. They had their very comfortable homes, but they moved into this very austere first ashram of ISKCON. A little storefront. Fortunately, that had one bathroom, but no shower. They used to go for a shower to a public area to take shower. And this is how they became attracted to Srila Prabhupada. And not only became attracted, they were just prepared to give everything to Him. And this is how Srila Prabhupada started in New York. Then Srila Prabhupada sent some of his disciples to San Francisco to start it there. And yes, and that was, then from then onwards, it was a history. Hare Krishna explosion. One newspaper article came in one San Francisco newspaper. The Hare Krishna explosion. Explosion, and this creates, their point was that this Hare Krishna movement is growing in such a way that it looked like an explosion. Hare Krishna explosion. And then it started to spread in different parts of America, different cities, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Ann Arbor, Michigan, Chicago, Detroit, Montreal. And then 3 couples wanted to go to London to start there. And they also wanted to follow Srila Prabhupada's footsteps. Just as Prabhupada came to America without any resources, they also ventured to go to London without resources. They didn't know anybody in London. And they also didn't have the money to fly from New York to, at that time actually they were from in Montreal. They went to Montreal to see Srila Prabhupada, and from there they flew. They didn't have the money to go to London because flying London would have costed more. But there are some cheap flights those days to Amsterdam. Actually, it was not really Amsterdam. It was anyway, another airport, I forgot the name. Anyway, so from there they came to Amsterdam to go across the channel to go to London. But when they came there, they found that in order to enter into UK, although they don't need any visa, but they have to show certain amount of money. But they didn't have enough money for 6 of them to go there. So what did they do? They got all their money together. One couple went to London and then sent the money back to Amsterdam for the second couple to go. And in this way, 3 couples went to London. They didn't know anybody. And the way they went, they didn't have the money to even stay in a hotel. So they befriended some Indians from East Africa. So they were staying with them. They were just immigrants due to D.D. Amin's onslaught. Many Indians went to London from Uganda and Kenya. So anyway, they were staying with them. But those families that they were staying with, even they were not interested about listening to them. Who would want to listen about Indian philosophy, Vedic wisdom, from a group of young Americans? And then the Indians would have been the last one to listen to them. The general tendency of the Indians is, oh, I know everything. I know everything. What do they have to learn? Maybe you should learn from me. But they didn't realize the wisdom that they received from Srila Prabhupada. And then they met George Harrison, one of the 4 Beatles. The Beatles were the most prominent music group in the world at that time. The whole world, the youth of the whole world were vibrant with the Beatles. And so those days, actually they were struggling, these 6 devotees. 3 boys and 3 girls, their wives. They were struggling to spread Krishna consciousness, but no response. The one day they saw the picture of the Beatles wearing Indian clothes. The Beatles actually became attracted to Ravi Shankar's music, sitar, and Mahesh Yogi's yoga. So they came to India to learn yoga from Mahesh Yogi in Rishikesh, and they were also learning sitar from Ravi Shankar. So when they went back, they were actually sometimes wearing Indian dress, kurta pajama, not dhoti, kurta pajama. So they got the idea, why don't you approach the Beatles? Beatles are receptive to Indian things. They already went to India to learn yoga. So we can probably teach them. I'm just narrating this just to point out that how Krishna actually is making all the arrangements for this movement to scale. So they wanted to go to, but to meet the Beatles those days was very difficult because they were so prominent, they're so important, they're so famous. It was very difficult. So they were wondering how to get an audience with the Beatles. Then one of the devotees, Shamsundar Prabhu, made one of his acquaintances from San Francisco. He was the manager of a rock group, rock music group called the Grateful Dead. His name was Rock Stallion. So Shamsundar Prabhu made Rock Stallion. And he asked me, Rock Stallion. He said, I came to meet the Beatles, to sign some contract with them on behalf of the Grateful Dead. And so Shamsundar asked, can you please introduce me to the Beatles? He said, you sure. You come on such and such day to Apple Studio and I will. So Shamsundar goes there to the studio, but the gatekeeper, the guard, won't let him in. Asked him, do you have an appointment? He said, yes, I have an appointment at such and such at Rock's Valley I have come to. So he said, look, I don't have any such appointment. So he would let him. So Shamsundar was dressed in dhoti and kurta, Indian dress. So the gatekeeper was not very impressed. So he would let him in. But at that time, one of the Beatles' name is John Lennon. John Lennon was married to a Japanese lady called Yoko Ono. So Yoko Ono just arrived there. And while she was going in, she saw Shamsundar Prabhu dressed in dhoti and kurta. American, but dressed in dhoti and kurta. So she said, oh, you must be a friend of John. And Shamsundar says, yes. So Yoko Ono says, come on in. So he goes there. He's inside and waiting for Rock Scully to come. And in the meantime, George Harrison, one of the Beatles, those Beatles are four. George Harrison, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, and Ringo Starr. So George Harrison just comes out from his chamber and he sees Shamsundar Prabhu sitting there. And he goes to him and he says, hey, where have you been all this while? I saw you guys in San Francisco. He said, I've been trying to find you, but I couldn't find you anywhere. So George Harrison saw the devotees chanting in the streets of San Francisco, Hare Krishna, and he was so impressed that he wanted to contact his devotees. But now he sees Shamsundar Prabhu, he is just thrilled. And that's how it all started. See, Shamsundar Prabhu meeting Rock Scully. John Lennon's wife, Yoko Ono, sees him, takes him inside. And George Harrison comes and says, hey, where you guys been all this while? And that was the beginning. George Harrison invited him to his house. And they started to tell him about Srila Prabhupada, his teaching. And they gave George Harrison the taste of Indian food. They already, by the time they learned how to cook Indian way from Srila Prabhupada. They also, and so that's how it all began. And you know what George Harrison did? George Harrison made a record called My Sweet Lord with Hare Krishna Mahamantra, singing, glorifying the Supreme Personality of God. I really want to see you. I really want to be with you. And that album went all over the world. And Hare Krishna movements became known all over the world. I'll tell you, at that time, in 71, I think it was 70 or 71, I was in Germany, and I had an American friend, Bill McKay, and Bill, during the summer vacation, he went home, and when he came back, he had a gift for me, a cassette. Those days there were no CDs and cassettes was a thing. And that was My Sweet Lord. George had Beatles singing My Sweet Lord. And he thought it's because it has the Indian music in it, then I would like it. And in a way, I also have experienced how famous that album became all over the world. So then, let's consider George Harrison's contribution. Srila Prabhupada translated the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam in Krishna book. George Harrison sponsored the printing of the Krishna book. In 3 volumes, this book was printed in the best printing press in Japan for Dynamic Art. And it was those days, you can imagine that when the movement was so young, to have such a gorgeous publication. Beautiful, about this big, hardbound, beautiful pictures. Then George Harrison bought one property in London, North London. How many of you are from London here? Okay, so you are familiar with that. And that is our Bhakti Vedanta Manor. That was actually given by George Harrison. It's a beautiful property. That time, that property had 17 acres of land. But today, we have about 100 acres of land. So, this is how Krishna actually been making this arrangement. Krishna had been arranging through different individuals for this movement to go. And so many famous people became attracted. Like, one of the first ones actually was the Beatles. George Harrison, John Lennon, he had a big mansion in London. And he invited Prabhupada to stay in his mansion, in my house. Prabhupada stayed there. They are very, very much affected by Srila Prabhupada's teaching. And then we can see that in just 4 or 5 years' time, literally this movement spread all over the world. Literally all over the world. In Europe, from London to France, Switzerland, Germany, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Austria, just started to spread everywhere in Europe. Then it went to Australia. Hundreds of devotees became attracted to the Prabhupada's teaching. A very beautiful book has been written by one of my godbrothers in Australia, Purni Prabhu. Beautifully described how Hare Krishna movement spread in Australia. And it was the youth who actually came forward to support this movement, spread this movement, and became an integral part of the movement, offering themselves completely into this mission. So, America, Europe, Australia, will India be left out? No. Srila Prabhupada came to India. And it created a sensation. Like, it was a big thing to see the American Vaishnavas. American Vaishnavas. And you know where our movement those days got an enormous reception? You'll be happy to know it was in Surat. The other day I was watching a video. It was an amazing sight. The devotees were chanting and people were just going wild. They were throwing flowers from their houses, balconies. People were not only on the streets, they were on the balconies, they were on the roof, just watching the Western devotees chanting. And Prabhupada used to call that his Western devotees as his dancing white elephants. Prabhupada explained, actually in India, no one was interested in spiritual life. But at least they became interested to see these Americans. And many of them became attracted. Oh, the Americans are accepting it, so we must also accept it. If the Americans accept it, there must be something in it. Actually, this is an interesting thing to know. I was about to say unfortunate thing, but I also unfortunate, an interesting thing to know that all the Indian commodities have to come from the West. Then only Indians give the recognition. Indian things, when it has a European or American stamp, oh, zarur acha hua. So, the Krishna consciousness movement, because it got the American appeal, naturally it was some appeal in India. But to tell you frankly, not many Indians actually joined those days. The Indian business people and others were giving support, but they were becoming life members, but not full-time devotees. Anyway, so that is how India also, like, then Malaysia, Singapore, all the other parts gave the response. Now which continent is left? Africa. And you know what happened? There was a young American boy. He was 19 years old, just out of school, and he became attracted to Srila Prabhupada. And in Mayapur, he was seeing, it was in 64, he was seeing that all these very big, powerful leaders are surrounding Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhupada gave recognition to those who achieved something for him, who is spreading Krishna consciousness. So he was thinking that how can I impress Srila Prabhupada so that I also can be like him, be with him, be around him. And he was looking at the map and he was thinking all possible places have been taken over. Then he noticed that one place, South Africa, because South Africa is actually European. It's part of Africa, but it's actually like Europe. So he decided to go to South Africa. So he went to Prabhupada and told Prabhupada, nothing is happening in Africa, I want to go to Africa and preach there. Prabhupada was very happy to see his spirit. So Prabhupada said, fine, yes, you go there. And Prabhupada asked another devotee to join him. So together they went. Now see another, intervention by Krishna. They also didn't know anybody. They're going to South Africa. And in the flight, there was one Indian gentleman. And they started to talk. And that Indian gentleman turned out to be a jeweler, a Gujarati jeweler from Durban. And he said, okay, you come, you stay at my place. And he introduced them to all the other important Indians. And Prabhupada went to South Africa. And this is how it started to grow in South Africa. And our movement is extremely well received in South Africa. And how long will it take for all this to happen? About 9 to 10 years. Krishna consciousness movement spread. And in Africa, it's not only South Africa. In East Africa, eastern part of Africa, plus Uganda, Kenya, mainly Kenya. But I think response, because there were large Indian, wherever there's a large Indian community, there had been a very, very wonderful response. So, this is how this movement actually spread. And when you go deep into it, then you can see what an amazing happening. Like the way it happened. Srila Prabhupada going there at age of 70 with no money, no resources. The only source of income that Prabhupada had there was 3 volumes of Srimad Bhagavatam, printed first, second, and the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, 3 volumes, Prabhupada printed and 2 printed. And he used to go out and distribute those books. The initiation, that's how actually Prabhupada was maintaining himself. And briefly I mentioned the other day also to you that I think it was yesterday. I was telling that sometimes, although Srila Prabhupada was so humble, sometimes it looked like Prabhupada also was so proud. So So, quite arrogant. And I was giving the example. I was sitting at Srila Prabhupada in his quarters in Bombay, UP, facing the temple. Just sitting there. And Prabhupada just told me, I'm the richest man in this world. So see, he goes to America, penniless, in 65. And in 77, he is telling me that he is the richest man in the world. And indeed he was the richest man. He has 10,000 followers. Who has 10,000 followers? The wealth is not only in money. The wealth is in individuals' commitment. And of course, Srila Prabhupada as well. Like, so many temples already was built. The Bombay temple was a landmark. It's a beautiful piece of architectural achievement. Bombay, Vrindavan, Hyderabad. So in India, we already, Srila Prabhupada had already 5-6 temples and so many centers. And what to speak of more than, at least those were more than 30 temples in America. And big temples. We are buying up the churches and turning them into temples. How many of you been to Toronto? So you have seen our temple there. Like, it's in one of the most prominent streets in Canada, in Toronto. And right there, we have this beautiful marble, beautiful stone building, which used to be a church. So this is how this movement spread, and how can such a thing happen without the blessings and mercy of the Supreme Personality of God? It is the Supreme Personality of Godhead that makes impossible possible. It has become a reality simply due to His mercy, and it becomes absolutely clear that Krishna sent Srila Prabhupada to fulfill his prediction. This Krishna consciousness movement is meant to spread all over the world, in every town and village. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So now I can see many of our friends and eminent guests have come here. So, Maharaj,
Yeah.
so should we ask them to
Yes.
please,
Hello?
anyway, or who is guiding you?
Yeah.
Oh, rather, yeah. So, maybe you can ask them to come on the stage.
Hello?
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे। अभी जो प्रोग्राम होने जा रहा है उसमें होगा स्वस्ति वाचन वैदिक ध्वनियों से, वैदिक ऋचाओं से गुरु महाराज का स्वस्ति वाचन होगा। इसके लिए सांदीपनी मुनि के वंशज पंडित आनंद शंकर व्यास जो कि ज्योतिर्विद भी हैं, अपने ब्राह्मणों विद्वानों के साथ आए हैं। और इस अवसर पर हमारे बीच उपलब्ध हैं आचार्य संस्कृतानंद प्रभु। ये संस्कृतानंद जी बड़ौदा से पधारे हैं और हमारे स्थान के बहुत अच्छे वासुघोष प्रभु के परम मित्र हैं। तो वे भी इस स्वस्ति वाचन में हिस्सा लेंगे। इसी अवसर पर महाकालेश्वर मंदिर से आए हैं श्री राधेश्याम शास्त्री जी। वे महाकालेश्वर का आशीर्वाद लेके आए हैं। मैं उन्हें भी आमंत्रित करता हूँ, वे भी पधारें। पहले स्वस्ति वाचन बोल दे दीजिए। संस्कृतानंद जी आरंभ कीजिए स्वस्ति वाचन।
ब्राह्मणो ब्रह्मवर्चसी जायतामाराष्ट्रे राजन्यः शूरैषव्यो दिव्याधि महारथो जायतान् दोग्ध्रिधेव बोधानत्वानाशो सप्तिः पुरन्धिर्योषा जिष्णो रथेष्ठास् सभेयो युवास्य यजमानस्य वीरो जायताम् निकामे निकामेन पर्जन्यो वर्षतु फलवत्यो न ओषधयः पच्यन्तान् योगक्षेमो नः कल्पताम्। ॐ संगच्छध्वं संवदध्वं संवो मुनांसि जानताम् देवाभागं यथा पूर्वे संजानाना उपासते समानो मन्तः समितिः समानी समानं मनः सहचित्तमेषाम् समानं मन्त्रमभिमन्त्रयेव समानेन वो हविषा जुहोमि समानीव आकूतिः समाना हृदयानि वः समानमस्तु वो मनो यथा वस्तु सहासति विष्णोः कर्माणि पश्यत यतो व्रतानि पस्पशे इन्द्रस्य युज्यः सखा तद्विष्णोः परमं पदं सदा पश्यन्ति सूरयः दिवीव चक्षुराततं तद्विप्रासो विपन्यवो याग्रीवां समिन्धते विष्णोर्यत् परमं पदम् अयं महोत्सवः सम्पूर्णः अस्मिन् जगति कृष्णभक्तिवर्धको भूयात्। ॐ स्वस्ति ॐ स्वस्ति ॐ स्वस्ति।
यजुर्वेद आयुष मंत्रः रेयाम्मा भजराङ्कारणे शृणोया भदेवा भजरां पश्येमा क्षविरजतराः श्रीरैराङ्गकृष्टमा गोसस्तनाभिर्व्यासे बाहिरे बाहिरा जनायोः तच्चक्षुर्देवाहिकां पुरस्तात् शुक्रमुच्चारत पश्येम शरदाः शताङ्गी वेम शरदाः शतको शृणयाम शरदाः शतां भूयश्च शरदाः शतात् आयुख्यां भरतस्य गोग्रायतपोधमोदवेदाम्ना इदं गो हिरण्यं वर्तस्वजयत्राय विशतादो मां यौः शान्तिरान्तरिक्षको शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोधदया
शांति सर्वतो शांति सामरेव शांति सामा शांति ओम शांति।
अनुरोध है श्री महाकालेश्वर से सबसे पहले जो आशीर्वाद आया है गुरु महाराज के लिए, गुरु महाराज और हमारे इस्कॉन में कहा जाता है गुरुदेव और शिव तत्व बहुत ही हैवी होते हैं और इन हैवी में बहुत ही अच्छी मित्रता है। हमारा मंदिर जब बना था तो उसमें जो अनंत शेष रखे गए हैं वो महाकालेश्वर से ही अभिमंत्रित होकर आए थे। तो मैं महाकालेश्वर का जो आशीर्वाद आया है वो अर्पण करने के लिए कहता हूँ राधेश्याम शास्त्री जी से और इसके बाद पंडित आनंद शंकर जी व्यास
बन्यात प्रभु
शुभकामनाएं प्रदान करेंगे।
বসেন থাকুন একটু পুরোটা কভার করাতে
आपको यह जानकर अत्यंत प्रसन्नता होगी कि समर्पण क्या होता है और कहां से सीखा जाता है। यह गुरु महाराज के चरण कमलों में ही सीखा जाता है। और आज हमारे गुरु महाराज ने अमेरिका में 117 एकड़ में फैले हुए एक टीचिंग प्रोजेक्ट को अपने गुरु महाराज के चरण कमलों में समर्पित किया है। हरि बोल। और ऐसा ही जब भी गुरु महाराज के जन्मदिन के साथ एक बहुत ही सुखद संयोग है कि जब भी उनका जन्मदिन आता है जिसे हम आविर्भाव दिवस कहते हैं, वो दिन श्री प्रभुपाद जी जो कि इस्कॉन के संस्थापक आचार्य हैं अमेरिका में पहुंचे थे और गुरु जी अपना जन्मदिन सदैव श्री प्रभुपाद की स्मृति महोत्सव के रूप में मनाते हैं। श्री प्रभुपाद स्मृति महोत्सव की, श्री गुरुदेव व्यास पूजा की। तो इस प्रकार से आज से 12 वर्ष पहले आपको एक बहुत ही सुंदर भेंट मिली थी उज्जैन वालों को, वो भी हमारे गुरुदेव ने अपने गुरु महाराज के चरण कमलों में की थी और बहुत ही श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन मंदिर। हरि बोल। आज यहाँ बैठकर हम अपने गुरु जी का स्मरण पूजन कर पा रहे हैं। हरे कृष्ण। तो इस प्रकार से इतना सुंदर हमारे गुरु जी का संपर्क है। अब मैं यहाँ के एमएलए उज्जैन शहर के जिनसे बहुत पुराना वास्ता रहा है श्री मोहन जी यादव को आमंत्रित करता हूँ। वे और साथ ही में रूप पमनानी जी वरिष्ठ नेता हैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी के। हाँ ओम भैया तो उनका तो अलग से मंदिर होगा ना, इस मंदिर को एक एक करके मैं विश्व हिंदू परिषद के धर्माध्यक्ष श्री महेश जी तिवारी को भी आमंत्रित करता हूँ। आए मंच पर। ये ओम प्रकाश खत्री हैं जिन्होंने इस मंदिर का निर्माण किया और गुरु महाराज के एक आदेश पर कुछ भी करने को तैयार रहते हैं। ऐसे उनका अभिनंदन करते हैं। मैं नितिन गरुड़ जी और संदीप गुप्ता जी को भी आमंत्रित करता हूँ। उनके मित्र मंडल के साथ मोहन जी इस अवसर पर अपने उद्गार व्यक्त करना चाहते हैं। मैं उन्हें देता हूं।
हरि बोल। हम सब सौभाग्यशाली हैं। बाबा महाकाल की नगरी, भगवान श्री कृष्ण की शिक्षा स्थली और ससुराल, उनकी 5वीं पटरानी उज्जैन की राजा सूरसेन यादव के परिवार से उनकी बेटी रही है और तीसरी शक्तिपीठ हमारा अपना महर्षि जी है। और वैसे जीवंत देवता हमने देखे नहीं लेकिन संतों में हमको प्राप्त होते हैं। ऐसे भक्ति चारू जी महाराज के चरणों में वंदन। मैं शासन की ओर से माननीय मुख्यमंत्री की ओर से आपका अभिनंदन करता हूँ, वंदन करता हूँ। और आपके आने मात्र से हमारे इस दक्षिण क्षेत्र में धर्मी जो गंगा प्रवाहित हुई है, वास्तव में हम उससे अभिभूत हैं, उस आनंद का हम सब एहसास कर रहे हैं। परमात्मा करे हमारे बीच में सदैव गुरु जी का आशीर्वाद रहे और आप दीर्घायु हो, आप हम सबके बीच में इसी प्रकार से स्नेह और आशीर्वाद की वर्षा करते रहे। मैं पुनः आपके लिए मंगल कामना करता हूँ, शुभकामना करता हूँ। और आपके लिए, क्योंकि आप तो स्वयं हमारे लिए देवतुल्य हैं, अब हम तो आपसे आशीष की कामना कर सकते हैं। आप सदैव सहस्त्र आयु हो, ये हमारी कामना है और आप ऐसे हमारे बीच में रहो।
धन्यवाद मोहन जी। अब मैं धर्म की रक्षा करने के लिए, आप जानते हैं शंकराचार्य जी ने 10 नामी सन्यासी अखाड़ों की व्यवस्था की थी। इसी प्रकार विश्व हिंदू परिषद भी धर्म की रक्षार्थ के लिए, विश्व हिंदू धर्म की रक्षार्थ के लिए कार्य करते हैं। और आज इस अवसर पर धर्माध्यक्ष महेश तिवारी जी और साथ में उनके मित्र आए हैं। मैं उनसे अनुरोध करता हूँ वे अपनी शुभकामनाएं गुरु महाराज को भेंट करें। साथ ही इस अवसर पर संस्कृतानंद आचार्य अपने उद्गार व्यक्त करना चाहते हैं। 2 शब्द प्रदीप सिंह जी का भी स्वागत।
अस्माकं परमं सौभाग्यं यत् अस्मिन् जगति अस्माकं मनुष्य जन्म सफलं कर्तुम् अत्र साक्षात् भगवतः परंपरां संप्रदाय पुरुषाणां परंपरां अस्मिन् जगति प्रचारयितुं स्वामिपादाः गुरुपादाः आविर्भूताः। तेषां परंपरायाम् अस्माकं भक्ति चारु स्वामिनः तेषां चरणकमलयोः एकां प्रार्थनां निवेदयामि। सर्वे वदन्तु दुर्गुण दूर करो प्रभु मेरे, दुर्गुण दूर करो प्रभु मेरे, दुर्गुण दूर करो प्रभु मेरे, सद्गुण सब मुझ में भर दो, सद्गुण सब मुझ में भर दो, दुर्गुण दूर करो प्रभु मेरे, दुर्गुण दुर्गुण सद्गुण को पहचानूं, दुर्गुण सद्गुण को पहचानूं, इतना योग्य मुझे कर दो, इतना योग्य मुझे कर दो, दुर्गुण दूर करो प्रभु मेरे, दुर्गुण दूर। और सबसे बड़ा दुर्गुण है अहंकार। अहंकार अमानिना मानदेन कीर्तनीय सदा हरि, अमानिना मानदेन कीर्तनीय सदा हरि। हमारे हृदय में केवल चरण कमल रहे और ये भयंकर आलस्य अहंकार ईर्ष्या द्वेष सब नष्ट हो जाए और ये मनुष्य जन्म सफल हो, इस प्रार्थना के साथ मैं भी इस सौभाग्य को अपने सिर पर धारण करता हुआ धन्य हो रहा हूँ।
संत प्रेमानंद प्रभु का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। अब मैं पंडित आनंद शंकर जी कुछ उद्गार अपने व्यक्त करना चाहते हैं। बहुत सुंदर अवसर है, उन्हें माइक।
अवंतिकायां विहितावतारं मुक्तिप्रदानाय च सज्जनानाम् अकाल मृत्युः परिरक्षणार्थं वन्दे महाकालमहं सुरेशम्। बड़ी प्रसन्नता का विषय है। अवंतिका जो तीर्थत्रयी के रूप में प्रख्यात है, ज्योतिर्लिंग के कारण शिव तीर्थ है, शक्तिपीठ, हस्तसिद्धि और अवंतिका 2 शक्तिपीठ होने के कारण ये शक्ति तीर्थ भी है। भगवान श्री कृष्ण की शिक्षा स्थली होने से विष्णु तीर्थ की ऐसे तीर्थ त्रयी में हमारे बीच में आज परम श्रद्धास्पद भक्ति चारू स्वामी जी का जन्मदिन और प्रभुपाद जी का अमेरिका में जो प्रवेश था वह दिन, ये दोनों उत्सव जो एक साथ इस तीर्थ में मनाए जा रहे हैं, बहुत ही प्रसन्नता का विषय है और गौरव का विषय। साथ ही मुझे एक खास तौर से आज सारे देश विदेश के भक्तगण, स्वामी जी के शिष्यगण तथा कृष्ण भक्ति में भावात्मक लोग यहाँ उपस्थित हैं। खासतौर से उनके लिए एक महत्वपूर्ण बात मैं कहना चाहता हूँ कि वो ऐसे तीर्थ स्थान पर आज उनका आगमन हुआ, इस पवित्र भूमि पर आगमन हुआ है जहाँ 5240 वर्ष पूर्व भगवान श्री कृष्ण के चरणानुविंद यहाँ पर पड़े। आज जो मैंने अनेक लोगों को, ऐसे आसमान लोगों को भी वहाँ शांतिपनी आश्रम में देखा है जो दूर दूर से आते हैं और वह मृतिका को अपने सिर पर लगाते हैं उस भूमि और छोटे से बच्चों को अब उनके जीव पर वो मृतिका देते हैं। इस शिक्षा क्षेत्र के कारण इन बच्चों की बुद्धि भी ऐसी तीव्र हो कि वो जन्म को गौरवान्वित कर सके। तो ऐसे पवित्र भूमि पर आपको आने का जो सौभाग्य प्राप्त हुआ है वो महाराज श्री की प्रेरणा से मैं उनको इस समय बहुत अभिनंदन इस बात से करना चाहूँगा कि सारे विश्व को उन्होंने जैन के कृष्ण की शिक्षा स्थली से जोड़ा। और आज इस अवसर पर उनके जन्म के संत विद्वान का जो जन्मदिन है, मैं इस समय भगवान महाकाल से प्रार्थना करता हूँ कि उनको बहुत लंबा दीर्घ जीवन प्रदान करे और उनको भक्तों को उनका आशीर्वाद लंबे समय तक प्राप्त होता रहे, ऐसी मंगल कामना के साथ मैं अपनी बात को विराम देता हूँ। धन्यवाद।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। पंडित जी का यह कृपा हम सब पर बना रहे। अब मैं सामाजिक समरसता जिनके रोम रोम में बसी हुई है, ऐसे बोहरा समाज के प्रतिनिधि गणों को आमंत्रित करता हूँ, आए और अपनी शुभकामनाएं महाराज श्री को दें। इसके पहले कि बोहरा समाज के प्रतिनिधि कुतुब भाई अपने शुभकामनाएं प्रकट करें, मैं नीतीश गुरु प्रभु और उनके मित्र मंडल को आमंत्रित करता हूं। उनका जो हार है बहुत वजनी है, तो इसके पहले वो हार अर्पित कर सके। अब मैं श्री कुतुब फातिमी जी को निवेदन करता हूँ कि वे अपने उद्गार करते हैं।
जो बोले सो निहाल, जो बोले सो निहाल, अल्लाह अकबर जय महाकाल, राम आत्मा कृष्ण शरीर, जय तीर्थंकर जय महावीर। इस्कॉन मंदिर में हमारे सदगुरु भक्ति चारू स्वामी महाराज का प्रकट उत्सव है, जिसमें मैं बोरा समाज की ओर से उनको लंबी आयु के लिए और हमेशा उनका आशीर्वाद हमारे पर रहे, इसी में उनसे ईश्वर से कामना करता हूँ। हम लोग बहुत ही अभी खुशकिस्मत है, गणेश उत्सव चल रहा है, साथ ही हमारा पवित्र मोहर्रम जो कि अभी यहाँ पर अभी चल रहा है, और एक और हमारे लिए बहुत सौभाग्य की बात है, खासकर मालवा क्षेत्र और उज्जैन क्षेत्र के लिए, कि बोरा समाज के धर्म गुरु आली कदर सैयदना मोहम्मद सैफुद्दीन साहब इंदौर में अपने प्रवचन 10 दिन के प्रवचन वहाँ पर दे रहे हैं, और वो भी हमारे यहीं पर है और उनका भी आशीर्वाद मिल रहा है। साथियों, जैसा कि हम सब भक्त लोग हैं, हमारे जीवन में सदगुरु की महत्वता क्या होती है, ये इस पर हमने जब विचार करते हैं तो जब आज का युग है, जैसे अभी हमारे स्वामी जी ने कहा अहंकार, तो अभी जितने भी हम लोग हैं हमारे अंदर अहंकार है, उनको लगता है कि हमको क्या जरूरत है, ईश्वर ने हमको किताब के रूप में बाइबल, कुरान, बाइबल, गीता सब दे दिए, उसका हम वाचन करके हम खुद ही ईश्वर की भक्ति कर सकते हैं, ऐसा हमारे अंदर बोध होता है। लेकिन उसके बावजूद भी सदगुरु की क्या महत्वता होती है, ये पूरी दुनिया एक फैक्ट्री नुमा है, जैसे फैक्ट्री है ऐसे ही पूरी ये दुनिया है। इस दुनिया के अंदर, उस फैक्ट्री के अंदर एक मशीन कहीं से भी हम आयातित करके लाते हैं, और मशीन रूपी हम लोग हैं, और उस मशीन के साथ एक बुकलेट आती है, और उस बुकलेट के अंदर सारी गाइड रहती है कि ये मशीन को कैसे संचालित किया जाए। हम सब जानते हैं, लेकिन उसके बाद भी हम उस मशीन को संचालित नहीं कर पाते हैं, क्योंकि हमको एक कंपनी का इंजीनियर चाहिए, और वो इंजीनियर आकर उसी बुकलेट से ही हमको समझाता है कि मशीन को ऐसे संचालित। ऐसे ही सदगुरु की महत्वता है। इन्होंने ही हमको बताया कि ईश्वर क्या है, ईश्वर के पास पहुंचने का या ईश्वर के बीच में खुदा की इबादत करने का माध्यम क्या है, और हम कैसे इबादत करें, और उसका तरीका सहज और सरल क्या है। तो ऐसे सदगुरु हमारे जीवन में है, हम बहुत धन्य है, और हमारा पूरा बोरा समाज आपकी लंबी आयु के लिए कामना करता है। मैं एक 2 लाइन के साथ कि भक्ति चारू जी आप जिए कयामत तक, भक्ति चारू जी आप जिए कयामत तक, और खुदा करे कयामत ना आए कयामत तक।
अब यहाँ सामाजिक सांस्कृतिक अनुष्ठान पूर्ण हुआ। कुछ अतिथिगण आते रहेंगे, क्योंकि सेम सबका प्रोग्राम बड़नगर में है, तो काफ़ी लोग वहाँ गए हुए हैं, तो वो फिर बाद में देखेंगे। अब हम आगे के प्रोग्राम का दायित्व श्री चित्तहारी कृष्ण प्रभु को सौंपता हूँ।
Hare Krishna. So we want to
आपका भी एक्स है क्या? आपका भी एक्स है क्या? दिस पानीनाथ प्रभु ना इधर जाते मैं तो उधर जाते, इधर आते तो इधर आते.
Hare Krishna. We want to thank all the dignitaries so that they came here and they greeted Guru Maharaj and gave their well wishes for Guru Maharaj's long life, that we can get his association more and more. And also we would like to thank Guru Maharaj for his wonderful lecture and reminding us about Srila Prabhupada's glorious contribution in our lives and the humanity at large. So let us express our gratitude toward Guru Maharaj and all the dignitaries by one time chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra loudly. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So now all of you have come from different parts of the world to express your love, your gratitude towards Srila Guru Maharaj. So we want to hear from all of you, but the only limitation is time factor. So we will invite some devotees to express their gratitude by reading their offering towards Guru Maharaj. So in this connection, I will request His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj first to please come and read his offering towards Guru Maharaj.
पुस्तक कहाँ है?
वही किताब का
Hare Krishna. So as we are not
पादाय कृष्ण कृष्णाय भूतले भक्ति चारु स्वामी नामिने स्निग्धते काशोत्तनता वाग्भिनं च रसापुटं प्रभुपादे गतो प्राणानौमि भक्ति चारुपदं नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्कारिणे. Dear Master Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances and the last of your script. Guru Maharaj, for my own purification, today I am trying to remember some of your limitless transcendental qualities. When I meditated on your merciful nature, I conclude that you are not only merciful, but you are causelessly merciful. I do not have any good qualification of being a servant. I even do not know how to cook. Still you gave me the chance to serve you personally. So many unscrupulous people tried to cheat you, but you never ever tried to give them any tinge of anxiety. On the other hand, you are always so much conscious about their spiritual life. In this regard, Bhakti Vinod Thakur has said, Pratihinsha Tedionne Karuni Palam. For to speak of taking any revenge, you personally nurture them. You are equally disposed to everyone, your disciples or your spiritual nephews. You are because you are indiscriminately distributing Krishna Prem. You are spotless and faultless, as you are doing everything only for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada. Although you are holding big posts and positions in ISKCON, you are akinchana, without any material positions, because your all efforts are simply for securing ISKCON. You are completely pure inside and out. Whole world appreciates your discourses. At the same time, it is not only your lectures that are based on surrender to Krishna, but your life and behavior reflects them in quality. You have exhibited your expertise to the whole world by producing Bhakti Charu video epic, single-handedly translating Srila Prabhupada's book in Bengali, building Ujjain temple within a very short time, managing ISKCON with heartfelt loving relationships and cooperations without any compromise. Although you personally built the Ujjain temple, but you gave the credit to someone else. You are the perfect personality who can present the writings of our previous acharyas as it is to the whole world. Srila Prabhupada has written, Jivon istarite gauro kore je chaturi aponi bujhale she shop bhari bhuri. You carry the inner desire of Srila Prabhupada as you have conquered his heart by serving him so nicely. That is why you have now started your new project in the West. There is no doubt about the success of this project. Only the fortunate souls will join this project. Please allow me to serve in that project in some insignificant way. Please accept everything whatever is offered me. Your eternal servant, Bhakti Charu.
Thank you very much, Maharaj, for expressing such a wonderful explanation about Guru Maharaj's unlimited glories. I will request His Grace Mukund Hari Prabhu from London to please come and lead his offering. After that, I will request His Grace Radha Charan Prabhu to please be ready.
Hare Krishna. Wow, it looks so different from here. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. So Guru Maharaj, you accepted myself and Dhanamani in my life as your servants, as your disciples in 2012. And we are eternally grateful for you to have accepted us in the family of Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, we always look forward to receiving you in London whenever you come. And we particularly look forward to the arrival and departure times at the airport, where we have a few moments of amazing association with you, Guru Maharaj. Although Guru Maharaj, you're so tired, sometimes traveling overnight, you still find time to say some kind words to us, give us instructions. So we keep looking forward to those moments. Guru Maharaj is well known. Everyone who knows him knows about his kindness. Snigdha Cheta. Those are the first phrase in the Pranam mantra. Snigdha Cheta is translated as soft-hearted, but Snigdha Cheta can also be translated as affectionate and kind-hearted. So Guru Maharaj is so kind-hearted. I'd like to quickly, with Guru Maharaj's permission, relate my and Padmavan's experience of Guru Maharaj in this Gujarat. So in 2013, which was just about 1 year after we got initiated, and we still didn't really, Guru Maharaj didn't really know us, but we happened to meet him at lunch at a particular devotee's house. And the following day, I was supposed to have a small procedure for my heart. And I wasn't going to mention it to Guru Maharaj, but Radha Vinod Prabhu mentioned to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj is an expert at everything, so he had a long discussion with me about the procedure. He knew all about the procedure. And then the following day, I went to the hospital. Unfortunately, once they did the angiogram, they found that the complication was much worse than what they thought. So it needed an open heart surgery. Guru Maharaj was in London just for one day, and he was leaving that evening. So we were in the hospital, worried about what to do. The doctors were saying that the operation has to be done quickly, but the earliest it can be done is Friday because the theatre was booked. So then that was like a few days away. So about 8 o'clock, the phone rings when I'm in the hospital bed, and I see the name Radha Vinod Prabhu. So I say, Hare Krishna Radha Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances, and the booming voice comes out, and it's Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj was speaking to me from the airport. He was leaving, and he found time to speak to me. And I am nothing. I'm not even a devotee. I'm just trying to become a devotee. So Guru Maharaj spoke to me about the open heart surgery. He gave me a lot of encouraging words. And then I had the surgery the next day. After the surgery, I wrote to him there was going to be a retreat in Leicester a few days later. So I said to Guru Maharaj, thank you so much, Guru Maharaj. I'm recovering, I'm doing well at home, and I look forward to seeing you in Leicester. The next day, I received an email from Guru Maharaj saying, Mukundhari, with your surgery, you need to rest for 6 weeks. So please don't come to Leicester. So this is how concerned he was. So I really thank you, Guru Maharaj, for showing us the mercy, and we look forward to seeing you again in London again. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mukundhari Prabhu. Now His Grace Radha Charan Prabhu will read his offering. After that, I will request Her Grace Yadurani Mataji, please be ready with his offering, with her offering.
Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj Gurudev ki Jai, Prabhupada ki Jai. Param Pujya Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances in the dust of the lotus feet. All glories to Prabhupada, all glories to your divine appearance. Preaching means transformation of heart. Whoever comes in your contact, your holiness, you touch their hearts with you touch their hearts, move their hearts, your very existence, your smile, your natural sweetness of your voice, your caring nature, your observatory power, your youthful enthusiasm at your glance penetrates the heart and transforms the hearts. For sustenance and integrity of an institution, two aspects are very important. One is the deviation which break the institution, and the other the division. After Lord Chaitanya, what Bhakti Charu Maharaj is doing to maintain the integrity of ISKCON from these two particular aspects, which are the greatest challenges for the rescue. After Lord Chaitanya, few up Sampradaya came up by deviation. And after his divine grace, Bhakti Charu Swami, there was quarrel which led to division. Hence, to protect us from deviation and division, from repeating same mistakes in ISKCON, you are giving very clear understanding of principles and policies and process. For example, to remove the misconception about Raganura Bhakti of those who think that just by hearing, reading or talking about intimate pastimes of Radha Krishna and Gopis, they think that they are on the platform of Raganura Bhakti. As per natural instruction and teachings of Lord Chaitanya, Raghunatha Bhakti is following the footsteps of Radha Thus, especially these verses after getting free from body conception. Krishna Bhajita Anurag Janam. You have simplified it and explained so logically based on the principles that Lord Chaitanya has appeared carrying the complexion and mood of Radharani. Thus, those who follow the footsteps and teachings of Lord Chaitanya are naturally Dharma Bhaktas. This is one of the very, very important and a soothing statement. You are trying to protect us from deviation from developing spiritual life. And you are trying to keep intact the integrity of ISKCON by establishing Srila Prabhupada as eminent Shiksha Guru of ISKCON for all time to come to protect from the division. Guru Maharaj, you revealed that the most intimate Manjaris has appeared as at one time in Guru Maharaj Jaspura Day, who told in Bombay that all the Manjaris appeared as our Goswamis in male bodies and reflected what is Gopi Bhav and how we can develop that Gopi Bhav internally, whether in male or in female bodies. And during descriptions of various avatars to Sanatana Goswami, when Lord Chaitanya described symptoms of incarnation of Kali Yuga, then Sanatana Goswami recognized who Lord Chaitanya is. Similarly, though by you, holiness can recognize and what is your internal bhav and internal soul. Krishna consciousness for few on the Guru Prabhupada. Surrender your whole self. Is it a miracle? Is it a blind faith? Or is it a mere coincidence? Or what's the previous connection? Your eternal relationship with Sri Prabhupada. The way you describe gradual progression of yoga ladder from karmakand to jnana to yoga, then full surrender to pure bhakti, helps us to develop a positive attitude towards all paths and towards their followers. Thus, we can behave respectfully with them and help them in their progression. Although apparently these six philosophies are atheistic, but with a positive attitude, you established that all these as progressive steps leading towards pure devotional service, such is your perception, attitude and vision. Your love and respect for Sri Prabhupada and to your God brothers and to their disciples is the best exemplary lesson for us. There are innumerable live examples. Once you revealed that when the devotees in ISKCON will understand the significance of Shiksha Gurus, then most of the problems will be solved. I personally witnessed and realized what I learned and gained through my Shiksha Gurus is equally important with my Diksha Guru. I want to suggest if at the time of initiation the devotees in ISKCON accept few sannyasis and Guru also as their Shiksha Gurus along with their Guru, it will improve the harmony in the institution and will please Sri Prabhupada very much. I learned a lot from you, and few most important practical things just from you. Guru Maharaj, your way of glorifying Sri Prabhupada is very internal. Once you asked in Bombay how much difficulties Sri Prabhupada faced when he sailed to US. Ultimately, you concluded you can't understand until you come to the age of 70. You expressed that now there are many people to welcome us everywhere, but at that time there was no one to receive Sri Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, we all observe how much pain you feel for every struggle Sri Prabhupada faced, and how deeply you desire to spread his glories in his mission. And one of the best examples of that is the production of our Veteran series. Impact on association and training and guidance is clearly visible here in your discipleship at Ujjain especially. We feel the highest standards of hospitality, the tastiest prasadam, perfect Vaishnava etiquette and personal care. His Holiness Charu Swami Maharaj says that His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj is the perfect emblem of Vaishnava etiquettes. And Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj is the exact replica of your personality, and whoever meets him carry the same impact. You are always very alert in noticing even a small service, fine-handed talent, and never ever you miss to appreciate, reciprocate and encourage. Observing every day so many incidences with many devotees, you know the art of winning the hearts by your natural affection. Actually, by constitution, you are very soft at heart, but at the same time, you don't compromise on fundamental principles and very boldly chastise to maintain the standards. That is your true love and care for us. We humbly beg to keep us under your shelter, cooling, loving shelter. It is our utmost sincere prayer to see God and try to bless you with healthy, long life. Your indebted servants,
Thank you very much, Radha Charan Prabhu, for sharing your loving experiences, Guru Maharaj. Meanwhile, we have one more guest with us, Mr. Ravi Shukla ji, who is the Secretary of Madhya Pradesh Congress Committee. He will greet Guru Maharaj by offering bouquet. Now I will request Her Grace Yadurani Mataji from London, please come and read her offering. After that, His Grace Anand Mohan Prabhu, who is the co-director of ISKCON Kolkata, he will read his offering.
Dearest Guru Maharaj, please accept my most humble obeisances at your soft lotus feet. All glories to you, Guru Maharaj, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, you are mercy personified. Thank you so much for all your wonderful seminars and classes. I have heard your seminars on Gadagasamrita 3 times, and each time I relish it more and more. These are what I need to continue in my spiritual life. Without your mercy, where would I be? The first duty of a devotee is to accept the spiritual master and then to serve him. I am trying to be a devotee with your blessings. Thank you, Guru Maharaj, for giving me the opportunity to serve you. You have shown so much gratitude for this small donation, and thank you for your amazing gift today. You have allowed us to serve your mission, which is to spread Srila Prabhupada's mission of making Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's prediction come true. I feel most privileged to be a very insignificant part of your project in the land of Krishna. Guru Maharaj, you are mercy personified. You have always helped us in our spiritual life. You have made it so simple for us to surrender through serving you. Blessings flow through you, Om Srila Prabhupada. I feel that Srila Prabhupada has sent you to help us to go back to Krishna by you taking us to the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. You are a true representative of Srila Prabhupada and of the Lord as Guru Tattva. We are not even sincere as much as we should be, and yet you shower your favor on us. Thank you for all your blessings and affection and care for our spiritual welfare. This year I have been through many tests, and you have been there as always to guide me and support me. When my mother had her heart attack this year, I was very distressed. I felt I could reach out to you, and you answered my questions. When you contacted me, you gave me so much solace and guidance. I now feel more than before that I am never alone, as I have your mercy and blessings. How fortunate I am to have this. Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj, for everything. You are my spiritual father. You always have the time for us, no matter how busy you are. You are so personal in all your dealings with us. Thank you for allowing us to have treatment in your Ayurvedic clinic here in Ujjain, another of your wonderful projects. My service is to cultivate families in Krishna consciousness. Please bless me to be able to serve Srila Prabhupada and yourself in this way. Please continue to bless us and shower us with your mercy so that we may continue to serve you always. Forever indebted to you. My mother also wants to say that after her heart attack this year, she feels that she has fully recovered due to your mercy which you have showered on her. she is now able to serve Shri London Ishwara again. She feels that you have given guidance and strength to me when I broke down in tears when I saw her suffering. Thank you so much. Your servants, Rajeshri, Devi Tulsi and Devarani.
Thank you very much, Devarani Mataji. Now we have two wonderful devotees from ISKCON Kolkata. They are co-director of ISKCON Kolkata, His Grace Anand Mohan Prabhu and His Grace Acharya Ratna Prabhu. They both have brought a special gift for Guru Maharaj. This is the clothes from Lord Jagannath, from Jagannath Puri they have brought. And also toothbrush, so they are offering it as Lord Jagannath blessings. Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Guru Maharaj ki Srila Prabhupada ki. So I will request His Grace Anand Mohan Prabhu to please read his offering. After that, His Grace Acharya Ratna Prabhu will read.
Krishna. So this book that Guru Maharaj is holding is last to last Vyasa Puja. Guru Maharaj, we got a letter from one of the leading sannyasis of ISKCON, and he was not happy with our writing and editing. However, because Guru Maharaj is very compassionate and always ready to give shelter, Guru Maharaj took the responsibility on him, so we didn't get the sauce. He saved us. And Guru Maharaj said that I take the responsibility to re-edit it. So here is the re-edited version of that Kolkata book, Guru Maharaj, that you wanted us to do. And it is available for all of you as well. This is also a small offering from Calcutta for your pleasure. Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupada Krishna Krishna Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. Today morning I was observing that how happy Guru Maharaj is about the Western preaching, and I just remembered one pastime of Srila Prabhupada. The Prabhupada once said to some of his devotees, you know, I have a problem. And every devotee was saying, Prabhupada is having a problem. What problem? And the Prabhupada said, I have a problem that I cannot think small. I can't think small. I always have big, big ideas. And yes, crystal practice. And I see the same spirit and same energy and same, eagerness in Guru Maharaj. And we don't have so much time lost to share. However, I must tell one thing, that it's a great blessing that he is there with us to guide us. It's very rare. Prabhupada says and Shastra says, when Krishna becomes very happy with us, he sends a pure devotee in our life to guide us. And now after becoming a little bit in management and a little bit in temple management, I really understand what Guru Maharaj is doing and what Guru Maharaj is going through. However, he is so spirited. So I have decided that whatever he says, I will follow. Let us don't hear our mind what he says, let us hear him. And this is the time, it is a great blessing that if Guru Maharaj says something and we are ready to do, Krishna will be very happy. So, I will request Guru Maharaj to bless us. And I know you are thinking about West, but don't forget the East. So all the Eastern devotees, please loudly Haribol! East means Mayapur, your Gauranga's house. East means your Guru Maharaj's house, Calcutta. East means you yourself. You once told me I am a Calcutta boy. I read it. So this is a request on this very special day. I know, and we are there to assist you for the West, but please be merciful for the East as well and inspire us. Come, and we are waiting for you. And we all love you very much. Thank you so much.
Kali Puja.
Prabhu, I will request Her Grace Aradhika Radhika Mataji to please come and read her offering.
I feel very honored and happy to be here on this very blissful occasion. And I was just thinking how Prabhupada must be so happy to see this occasion. So many wonderful influential leaders of Ujjain are coming and honoring you, and through you honoring Prabhupada and our movement. And it's really, Prabhupada must be very proud how you are nicely representing him and his glorious system. See Mahakaleshwar leaders, Sangipani national leaders, Body Samaj leaders, political leaders, all influential people accepting and respecting Prabhupada. Also I was thinking how this world is always padam, always there are ups and downs. And also in this one moment we have seen so many ups and downs. But in your life we see how you have been very enthusiastically and with great determination practicing Krishna consciousness and spreading Krishna consciousness. You saw how when you got service of serving Prabhupada personally, how you gave yourself completely, heartily and lovingly and served Prabhupada and pleased him. Then you gave completely yourself to follow his instruction of translating his books into Bengali. Then you yourself jumped into the project of making Prabhupada famous through Bhakti Charu Swami. Then you took up this project and in very short time completed it and offered it at Lotus Feet of Srila Prabhupada. Then you started traveling and preaching, training devotees, giving seminars. Then you took up this chairmanship responsibility. So everything you have been always very enthusiastic and very determined in doing this, and now you have taken up this new project at the age of 73. And just so by your own example,
consume less alcohol, lifestyle, be able to live happily as the previous generations. It can be argued by saying that the current generation enjoys a lot more exploring and traveling and spending time outdoors versus previous generation. But from my perspective, we all are in search of something that will give us satisfaction and a reason to live for. When they face defeat in finding the real satisfaction, they are mentally strained and find it difficult to cope even with their day-to-day life. By the mercy of Lord Gauranga, Srila Prabhupada and Your Holiness, we at ISKCON have had an opportunity to at least taste the drop of nectar. And since we know what that feels like, we are striving towards the path shown by Your Holiness. We are not blind followers. We have our scriptures and we see devotees around the world fighting battles of diseases and still inspiring others around them, and can see that they're genuinely happy from inside. It terrifies me to even imagine what it would be like in the shoes of the rest of the world and just spend my entire life revolving around search of real happiness. I'm also part of this world and most certainly keep questioning the process when life throws challenges my way. But I thank you for always being there to guide me. It is by Krishna's mercy that I have been accepted at Your lotus feet. You inspire me by your activities and presence every single day. Your loving glance at everyone, walking briskly, carefully inquiring about everyone's welfare, responding politely to all of their questions, providing them with the guidance, and of course, chastising us lovingly for our own betterment. By following the path of my grandfather Srila Prabhupada, Your Holiness has spent your entire life so that we can find the purpose of our life. You are an ocean of mercy, and we all are ever relishing from Your Holiness. But we as devotees should be careful that we don't do it at the expense of your health. I humbly fall at your feet and request you to take care of your health, as I selfishly want you to be with us to guide us. I sincerely thank you for everything, Guru Maharaj,
and pray to Srila Prabhupada and your holiness that I forever be stuck to this path of Krishna consciousness and serve at your lotus feet, as that is the only way I can pay my gratitude to you. Your Dr.
Thank you very much for Aradhita Adhikamata ji. Now I will request His Grace Shyam Sundar Krishna Prabhu from Australia. He has written a song, so he will read his offering through a song. His Grace Shyam Sundar Krishna Prabhu. Next, Her Grace Janvi Priya Mataji from Surat. Please be ready.
All glories to Shri Gauranga and Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances at your divine and lotus feet. Guru, it has been now more than a year since we have been in Melbourne. I felt excruciating pangs of separation from Dham and your association and service. In this separation, I remember you every day and rejoice when I see you live on internet. Usually it's mind which is an anxiety, but I've experienced my ears being anxious to hear your melodious, mellifluous, dulcet voice, and suddenly I hear in your ever-lifting tone, Hare Krishna, as if you're submerged in love of Krishna. Sometimes I feel, is pain in separation beautiful, or service in union is blissful? I feel, every day is your Vyasa Puja. Every day my altar I look at you, and I see you transfixed meditating on Srila Prabhupada in Krishna. Every sinew of your body so perfectly etched, and I see you on a Kaveriya Vyasasana, and my eyes worshipping you, begging you for your mercy, and you smilingly distributing it. Yet, today is different. Why? Because I get a chance to allay it in words and share it with thousands of my God brothers and God sisters. There is a joy in praying from heart, but even greater joy when I write as I suddenly feel in my heart, hands and eyes engaged in your glorification. And then, if I get a chance to read to devotees in Melbourne, or in Ujjain, then even my tongue gets engaged. Heart suddenly beats faster, and if metered, my usually numb feet even start tapping. More importantly on this day, I get to hear your glorification from other exalted devotees, feel inspired by their dedication, and surrender to you and realize my insignificant rantings. This year when you came to Sydney, me and my family were so overwhelmed that we didn't want you to let you go. When your car left for cruise, I in Shamdalari felt broken, sat listless 15 minutes on the pavement, not knowing when the joyous moment will come again. If this is love, it's harrowingly painful. At that time, I felt inanimate objects like your suitcase, shoes, etc. are so fortunate. Should I not aspire to be your shoe and embrace your lotus feet, massage them subtly, and behold those glasses which are made with finesse that looks in your eyes, which is replete with love of our Krishna. So many times I hear it is so difficult to get human life that one can strive to go back to Godhead in human life only if he engages in transcendental service. But when my mind plays truant, I pray to my mind, Bhaja Hure Man. However, my mind is obstinate. I sleep and gloat in my self-aggrandizement. I now wonder how glorious it is to be your suitcase, shoe or glasses, who is mute and always ready to serve. It never sleeps, and if it has mind, it is so determined. I pray to Lord, I am ready to exchange my miserable lifetimes with being your paraphernalia for one lifetime, as I know it will satisfy me to eternity. I don't have any qualification yet, Guru Maharaj. I have written this song in Bengali that expresses my gratitude
and how your endeavors have benefited me and all the devotees all around the world. I heard in one of your lectures, one of the Vaishnav bhajans you sang, Yadi Gaura Na Hoite. And you basically praised Vasudev Ghosh Prabhu, that how he perfectly rhymes it and it warms your heart. Then I heard His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj has written offering to Srila Prabhupada, Yadi Srila Prabhupada Na Hoito. So this gave me inspiration and separation from you, and it impelled me to write this particular bhajan, a Vaishnav song, which I titled Yadi Gurudev Na Hoito. Yadi Gurudev na hoito, tabe ki hoito, जीवन गौरितो के यदि गुरुदेव न होए तो तावे की होई तो जीवन गौरितो के श्रीला प्रभुपादेर अपर करुणा दित मोर हृदयके यदि गुरुदेव न होए तो तावे की होई तो जीवन गौरितो के श्री राधा मदन मोहन परंपरा साथे আমাকে মিলয় তোকে করুণা সিন্ধু আর অবয়ে চরণ দানিলে জগৎকে গুরুদেব না হইতো তাবে কি হইতো জীবন গরিতকে যোগে তা নাহি কো দেহ তোমারও করুণা ছায়া তবে কৃপা হলে জপিতে জপিতে হইতো আপন হারা গুরুদেব না হইতো তবে কি হইতো জীবন গরিতো কে প্রলম্বে কান্দিয়া তোমা অদর্শনে ঝরিবে নয়ন বাড়ি শ্যাম সুন্দর কৃষ্ণ তোমার চরণে আত্মা সমর্পণ করি গুরুদেব না হইতো তবে কি হইতো জীবন গরিতো কে
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Shyam Sundar Krishna Prabhu, for offering such a nice poem in Bengali, Yadi Gurudev Na Hoito. So through poems we can express our feeling in a better way. So we are going to hear next poem. We invite Her Grace Janvi Priya Mataji from Surat. Now we had poem in Bengali, so she will read a poem as her offering in Hindi. After that, I will request His Grace Sabyasachi Prabhu from South Africa to be ready with his offering.
That poem which I sent in the book, that was the poem which I read when we were in Surat. It was in Hindi. This is the new offering for this year. So it is in English. It is conscious, I'm sorry. Dear Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to your divine grace. Your Vyasa Puja day is the most favorite of all. I'm sure everybody's favorite day. Your Vyasa Puja day is the most favorite of all. To review and trace, we get a chance to glorify your grace. Devotees and demigods assemble to see the festivities and celebrations on its peak. Auspiciousness is invited to serve glowing faces from all over the world. They all have come to witness the legacy. Dear Gurudev, you are my ocean of mercy. As loving Father, you yourself see all the arrangements, receiving the guests, meeting the disciples, prasadam menu and other attractions. We are hosted and warmly welcomed like Baratis. We are attended and fed like Jamais. Feeling the fragrance of 6 loving exchanges, seeing this beauty of Radha, Madana Mohan enhances. You are personification of Vaishnav Kursi. Dear Gurudev, you are my ocean of mercy. I was thinking, what makes you so special? Is that your wisdom to understand scriptures and present it simply? Or is that you take care of each one around us so immensely? Is that your skillful management? Or is that your smile which takes away our pains? Is that your mesmerizing singing? Or is that your soulful dealings? All above, but one thing more, that is your surrender to your source of mercy. Dear Gurudev, you are my ocean of mercy. Guru Maharaj, the snakes of doubts bites my heart. Material vision spoils my faith. My immature devotion deviates me from parampara. My coward consciousness deceives me from my goal. I offend the devotees due to enviousness. I cross sadachar due to overwillingness. Though I know my endeavor would not help me to reach my goal, still my mind tricks me. Though I realize my sinful deeds drag me back in material hole, still my mind convinces me. I want to enjoy and lord over my life. My mind sanctions this. I'm forgetful to Krishna's potency, and my mind enjoys this. Guru Maharaj, please touch my misconceptions and fix my faith in your divine grace. I'm tired of effort of material embrace. Give me staunch nishtha in your words. I beg this, nothing less and nothing else. Guru nishtha comes by Gurudev's mercy. Dear Gurudev, you are my ocean of mercy. Dear Gurudev, you are my ocean of mercy. Thank you. Guru Maharaj, this is from all single devotees. We love you.
Thank you very much. Now, I will request His Grace Sabyasachi Prabhu from South Africa. Next, I will request Her Grace Geeta Kirti Mataji from USA to please be ready with an offering.
Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurumilitanena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hare Krishna Dear Maharaj. It's a very wonderful opportunity to be present in Ujjain on the auspicious day of the Vyasa Puja. I wrote the offering in the tiny kingdom of Swaziland, and I could only see just a channel between my heart to yours, and so I wrote from a personal perspective. Dear Guru Maharaj, the Srimad Bhagavatam says, those devotees of the Lord who are peacefully fixed in absolute knowledge are the ultimate shelter for those who are repeatedly rising and falling within the fearful ocean of material life. Such devotees are just like a strong boat that comes to rescue persons who are at the point of drowning. My dear spiritual master, you are my optimism on the path back to Godhead. You are my confidence about the compassionate nature of Krishna. You are my shield against the doubts brought about by the age of Kali. You are the personification of mission consciousness in the service of Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for securing me by your instructions, which are full of consideration for my personal growth. You instructed me on our first darshan that if I stayed at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada in ISKCON, everything would be okay. I'm staying because your words have proven to be true. You said if I leave, I would suffer. I don't desire to prove those words true. Due to my unsteady feet, I submit my prayer for continued shelter in the strong boat of your kindness and instructions. I consider you to be my strong boat that came years ago and still comes again and again to rescue me from drowning in the fearful ocean of material existence. Your disciple and son, Vyasa Puja.
Thank you very much, Vyasa Puja. Now I will request her Grace Geeta Kirti Mataji from USA to please come and read her offering. After this, on behalf of Indore devotees, His Grace Jagadananda Prabhu, I will request him to please be ready with his offering.
Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to you, Guru Maharaj. I feel extremely fortunate and blessed to attend this ceremony today. Guru Maharaj, whatever you do is always perfect. It shows in everything you do. Whether it's inspiring devotees and disciples to take spirituality seriously, whether it is your projects like Ayurveda clinic here in Ujjain, or your new project in Deland, or your vision for cow protection, all of these projects show what a visionary you are. Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj, for being a guiding force in my life and giving me the fatherly love and guidance through all the tough times of my life. Your instructions have helped me find solace and have inspired me to see everything in a new perspective. Thank you, Guru Maharaj, for everything. I look forward to serving you in your new project in Divine soon. After I found your shelter, I long for nothing else in life. My only desire is to follow your instructions with full conviction. On this auspicious day of your appearance, I beg for your mercy, because that is the one and only strength I stand upon. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kirti Mataji. Next, I will request His Grace Jagadananda Prabhu from Indore. Please read offering on behalf of Indore devotees. After that, Her Grace Archana Mataji will read her offering. Request His Grace Jagadananda Prabhu to please offer garland to Guru Maharaj. Vivo!
Hare Krishna. Dear and respected Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances in the dust of your divine lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories unto you, the mercy of His divine grace. I feel extremely unqualified yet grateful to be present in your Vyasa Puja celebration in Ujjain. Such occasions as the birth of the Lord or His exalted devotees bestow unlimited auspiciousness upon conditioned souls. Krishna is very pleased when His devotees are worshipped and glorified. So to attract His mercy and out of gratitude for what I have received from Srila Prabhupada and you, I beg to offer a few words of appreciation for my own purification. Firstly, I'd like to share something on a personal level. On a personal level, I want to share that my devotional life began when I took your and His Holiness Hridayananda Das Goswami Maharaj's association in a house program in Chicago, in the house of one of your disciples, His Grace Jaya Krishna Prabhu, in the summer of 2001. I can vividly remember the experience even to this date. It was almost like the Yamaduta's experience upon seeing the Vaishnadutas. I thought to myself, what is great personalities? They look impeccable in their speech, character, effulgent like the sun. I was won over by your speech, kirtan and katha, His Holiness Hridayananda Das Goswami Maharaj's Sanskrit, etc. I had no idea then about the whole new world that was going to open up for me. I began associating with ISKCON Chicago under the leadership of your disciple, His Grace Sunil Madhava Das Prabhu. And my cell phone has just died. I began associating with ISKCON Chicago and soon met His Holiness Charu Swami, from whom I received initiation. I received a lot of affection and encouragement from your disciple, His Grace Sunil Madhava Prabhu, then the temple president of ISKCON Chicago. Whenever we came to Chicago, I took your association. You are known for your sweetness. My Guru Maharaj once said, His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj is as sweet as a rasgulla, with juice just oozing out. I also had an opportunity to witness the other side of your mercy once in an initiation ceremony in Chicago while still young in my Krishna consciousness. That also made a profound impression upon me. Prior to this initiation, I gather that you are instructed an aspiring disciple to have his head shaved for his Harinam Diksha, perhaps to test his submission. Somehow he did not understand the gravity of your words, or there was some miscommunication, and he came with a short haircut, not a head shave. You expressed your disapproval to initiate him just prior to his vow taking. Somehow devotees came to this Vaishnava's rescue and pleaded with you, and you agreed. The Vaishnava, however he acts, in both cases, he is merciful. We devotees that live in Indore have been receiving your mercy from so many years. You are allowing us to receive the association of a temple atmosphere
atmosphere here in Ujjain, you and your disciple give us service opportunities and thus keep us in devotional service. His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj has special affection for all of us and encourages us to take step towards initiation, towards outreach, etc. I have no qualification to recount all of your glorious contributions to Srila Prabhupada, the organizational level contributions you make, for example, the most recent one being the offering of the Orlando temple. Srila Prabhupada is the Senapati Bhakta in Lord Chaitanya's army, so by inference, one can gather who his disciples such as you must be as well. It does not take a rocket scientist to ascertain that. On this auspicious day of your Vyasa Puja, we all pray for an iota of the commitment, courage and love that you have for your Guru. Please empower us to be instruments of the Guru Parampara. Your aspiring servant, Jagdananda Das, on behalf of the Guru.
Thank you very much, His Grace Jagdananda Prabhu. And as you rightly said, we all are receiving so much mercy of Guru Maharaj, our devotees, and many devotees have committed their lives to Srila Prabhupada's mission by receiving Guru Maharaj's mercy. Next, I will request Her Grace Archana Mataji to please come and read her offering. After that, His Grace Vallabh Chaitanya Prabhu from ISKCON Kolkata, please be ready with your offering.
पीछे का लाइट खा रहा है पूरा। सही है। माइक्रोफोन का प्लेसमेंट सही नहीं है। माइक्रोफोन का प्लेसमेंट सही नहीं है।
Most beloved Guru Maharaj, please accept my most humble obeisances and the blessed of your divine majesty. All owing to your remarkable dedication to fulfill Srila Prabhupada's mission. All owing to our former Acharya and preeminent Shiksha Guru Srila Prabhupada. On this most auspicious day of the anniversary of your divine appearance, please bless me, Guru Maharaj, so that I always remember and never forget that I am only here with your Cosmos mercy. Few months after I joined the Paris Temple in June 1993, as a co-GBC for this zone, we visited the temple. During your stay, spiritual life, which was for me synonymous of sacrifice and austerity due to my Christian background, appeared as a swimming in an ocean of nectar. For example, having a picnic in a park followed by a spontaneous harinam, celebrating the birthday of a devotee without any notice. I remember your instruction. Whatever needs to be done, just do it. On Sunday morning, I would prepare the reception hall of the temple to accommodate the glorification of all the spiritual masters of the temple devotees. I felt a great reciprocation from the Lord and his devotees. Whenever I was assigned a difficult task, I would take shelter on the Sunday, especially Madhura's temple, and my consciousness would completely change. Activity is done for the pleasure of the Lord and his devotees, our sure, our source of great joy.
but I also learned that the same activities done to establish ourselves seeking for recognition only bring misery. In 1998, I got the good fortune to join the team in USA for the distribution of Bhakti Charu, the video big plays on Srila Prabhupada biography. Remarkable piece of art which will be recognized as a great asset for ISKCON by the future generation. This unique and wonderful experience brought me closer to Srila Prabhupada and made me realize that Srila Prabhupada is the only person who can unite all the devotees of ISKCON. For those who do not know him, when they will become aware of his inconsiderable and unparalleled accomplishment, from their heart will naturally flow a deep feeling of awe, respect, appreciation, and love. They will think, how can someone have so much love and compassion and act so selflessly for the benefit of all? I witnessed how Abhaicharan connected the young generation to Srila Prabhupada. During the shooting, to keep everyone spiritually connected, you started the shloka memorizing. You brought your best books from India to provide every day sumptuous prasada for the pleasure of the whole crew. That is your way of doing everything first class. Leaving USA end of 2003 from India, I did not have any clue of what would come next. But with you, Maharaj, I knew it would be something exciting. In 2004, you got invited by the government authority of Ujjain to come and establish ISKCON in this ancient and holy city of Avanti, where Krishna spent his Gurukul pastime. In the city of Lord Shiva, Mahakal is the life of soul of everyone in Ujjain. But by your love and expert preaching, they started to develop a deep attachment for Sri Sri Radha Mohan. With the understanding that Mahakal brought them to the path of Bhakti, many took initiation, the congregation continued to grow. Under your guidance, many young boys and girls have embraced the path of devotional service and engaged their talent in spreading the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In 2017, I came back to India with the idea to settle in Ujjain and start an online project for the temple. I was in Bangalore when I received a call from you asking me to come to America. I felt very fortunate to be selected to be part of this project since I was facing some delay in the Indian project. In June 2017, I flew to New York. A few days later, we flew to Orlando. I remember an incident like I was supposed to meet Guru Maharaj at the airport, and it happened that I was late. So I had the first experience, like even Guru Maharaj was not close to me, I could feel like he was just behind me, and I could see that the intensity of when we serve Guru Maharaj, but also how we become more Krishna conscious, because we have to be conscious at every moment and to always be ready for next. So I learned a lot from this experience. So the next day, Guru Maharaj said, let's go and see the land. At first, I could only see trees, palm trees, oak trees, and amazing thing happened where just in front of the car, two cranes started running in front, like showing us the way. So as we want to describe this morning, like how the land is, so first we have the caretaker house, then later on we see the existing building, and at this time the Guru Maharaj unfolded his vision for this place. But Guru Maharaj has to go back to India, so I stayed back, and with the god sister named Krishna Priya from Alachua, Guru Maharaj gave us some instruction that first we start taking care of the kitchen, because so that when he comes back, we will be able to move in and the devotee will be able to live there. So this instruction was quite challenging, because just before this, there was a huge hurricane in Florida. And what happened is like all the professionals at work, nobody was an employee. They all are girls, they were all busy, and they preferred to take a big contract instead of working forward to a small project. And with my heavy French accent and Krishna heavy South African accent, you could imagine people who was not taking us, was just thinking like they could keep us and what we tried to do. So it was quite a challenge to learn how to take shelter and surrender to Krishna. But many wonderful things happened. Like suddenly one day, a young boy came in and he told us that he used to come to this camp when he was young, and he used to help. So he knew everything about the camp. He knew how to use the tractor. He knew where was kept all these different places for electricity, water. So it was a great help. He didn't stay for a long time because I think he was addicted to drugs too. But for some time he helped us, and so I saw like all arrangement of Krishna trying sincerely to do something. Krishna was providing some help. So then Maharaj, after leaving some instruction, so Maharaj came back, and as soon as Maharaj came, everything went at a speed, very, very fast. Maharaj started planting the fruit trees and looking online for different seeds, and because in Florida, all the different places are not the same quality, the same pH. So Maharaj has to find out what we grow at this place. So we had this, we could see Maharaj be very actively present and helping us. So what I can say to all of you, that if you want to experience and express cause about surrendering Sharanagati, you are welcome to be there, because that is the experience you get to surrender and also, if you want to develop new skills, you are welcome, because we learn everything: construction, gardening, farming, and everything. And so I want to thank you, Maharaj, very much to allow me to be part of this project and to empower me to continue. And I beg him to keep me at his lotus feet. You are influenced by prayer.
Thank you very much, Archana Mataji, for sharing your realization in Orlando. Event project, the Krishna's Land, Maharaj has named it rightly. So after this, I will request His Grace Vallabh Chaitanya Prabhu from ISKCON Kolkata to read his offering. And after this, we request His Grace Advait Acharya Prabhu, who is the Tribal President of ISKCON in Allahabad, please come and read his offering.
चैतन्य प्रभु, आनंदमन प्रभु, आचार्य प्रभु।
ओम ज्ञानांजनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. Actually, I've been asked to speak very short. My co-directors have taken my time already. So I have less time to speak, and after that, it will be very brief. Today, my topic will be Gurudev Antaryami. Actually, when we say that Gurudev knows the heart, it's really like that. Last December, when I was attending seminar in Mayapur, I was sitting and hearing, and Guru Maharaj was speaking on Chaitanya Leela. So he was speaking about Chand Kaji, and then he went ahead and had a desire to hear about Kula Vecha Sindhu. So he went quite far, then he came back and he spoke the whole pastime of Kula Vecha Sindhu that he spoke, and then rightly looked into my eyes. He was sitting very far, but we can look at the distance and shower their mercies. So I can understand that you know the disciples' heart very much. This retreat in Ujjain, I came this time to specifically hear from you. I wanted to hear about Krishna's pastime from Vyasa Puja. And at the same time, I had one confusion. Since many days, it was going in my mind about how I can develop the love for Krishna and how we can surrender to Krishna. And you, on the second session, on the first day, you just spoke so beautifully, and then you are speaking from the heart about how to develop that love for Krishna. And I can see that the way you are speaking, how much love you have for Krishna, and your heart was overflooded by the love of that Krishna. And I was thinking, if I get a little bit of that love, my life will be successful. At the same time, at the last, I would say that on the third day, first session, I came 3 minutes late. And that day, you gave a little chili sauce to us, sweetly. About coming late, I sat down, I was tickling in, and then when we started our class, tickling in. So I was samely tickling in, and height was confessing in front of it. Since few days was not reading Prabhupada books. And then you said, read Prabhupada books, and then you will derive a juice. And that was like, for me, like each and every word that you spoke, that it was meant for me. I felt like it was for me. And therefore I read Prabhupada books. On this very day, I pray just as a lotus tree that I remain always a servant, and always remain servant of Prabhupada and always school. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Bala Chaitanya Prabhu, for sharing your realization from the seminar on Krishna's pastimes from Gargi Samhita, Guru Maharaj took from 12 to 15 September. Now I will request His Grace Advait Acharya Prabhu. He is a temple president of ISKCON Allahabad, and he will lead his offering.
नमो ओम विष्णु पाराय कृष्ण कृष्ण भूतवे सुमते भक्ति चरु स्वामी स्निग्ध तीर्थ सुप्रनीत भगवान के शास्त्रम रूपाल बकत्राण जन्म Dear Maharaj, please accept our humble obeisances at the lotus feet. I have not seen Prabhupada, but when first time I saw Prabhupada's photo in the Bhagavad Darshan magazine, seeing that photo itself, by that time I realized that this person is completely free from duplicity and is the most sincere person. And same sincerity has been received by your divine grace from Srila Prabhupada. And by Srila Prabhupada's mercy and your mercy, your disciples are also having the same kind of sincerity. So, I feel if I could be blessed with your mercy, that I also get some portion of the sincerity that you and your disciples have. Maharaj ki jai.
much. Praise Acharya Prabhu. Next is Grace Krishna Archan Prabhu will read his offering through a poem. Other Acharya Prabhu described in very short and sweet way how all the devotees Ujjain are very expertly arranging all the arrangements for Vyasa Puja. After that, I will request Her Grace Salavati Mataji to please be ready with her offering.
Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj Smithajeta Supraneta Bhagwanam Sarasabhagam Prabhupada Pranam Namo Bhakti Charu Swami. I wrote a small poem this year as an offering. Love for Krishna from your heart ever flows. To the lowly and fallen your compassion goes. Friendship with devotees your action shows. As a general of Srila Prabhupada, your example glows. Constantly suffering Mahamaya's blows, the more we enjoy, our frustration grows. Shelter other than your lotus feet no one knows. As a general of Srila Prabhupada, your example glows. Submitting at your lotus feet our daily woes, remembering your words daily, your disciple bows. Wealth, life and soul your follower owes. As a general of Srila Prabhupada, your example glows. Leading selfish lives, we all every day, constantly have become illusions prey. Our heart is ground for the six enemies' play. From thought of Krishna, our minds ever sway. Your words of wisdom show us the way. Your chastisement doesn't let us go astray. You teach us by example and precept how to pray, that in ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada's shelter always stay. Cooperation with devotees you always sought. Sacrifice for higher goal your example taught. Service to Prabhupada is in every thought. Repay for your mercy we simply cannot. Sankirtan movement is unstoppable juggernaut. It is the only solution to Kali's onslaught. Gaudiya Math fell from conflict, Bhakti Siddhanta distraught. So Prabhupada found the GBC as a wise forethought. Staying with the tree, a mango becomes ripe. Don't jump off the boat, do not gripe. Holy name is powerful, there is no hype. Chant, and all your tears Krishna will wipe. Servant of the servant you told us to become. Practice bhakti, you said, let consciousness blossom. In Krishna's loving service there is no boredom. Going back to Godhead is the ultimate outcome. On this auspicious day, O my Master, save me from materialistic life a disaster. Of pure spiritual rasa, you are a taster. Kindly give us a drop of that love, it's the greatest nectar. Thank you very much,
Thank you very much, Krishna Archan Prabhu, for such a nice poem. Now I request Her Grace Salavati Mataji from Surat. Please read her offering.
Dearest Maharaj, in this session I will represent under the rest of the university. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to your divine grace, all glories to the most auspicious and glorious day of your Vyasa Puja. Dear Gurudev, the most special day in the life of a disciple is the day of appearance of one's spiritual master. As the spiritual master is purely and selflessly surrendered to Krishna. According to Bhagavad Gita 18.73, the spiritual master is not just the conveyor of Krishna's will, he is also the gateway to Krishna on Krishna's behalf. He receives the disciples' service and bestows mercy. I personally feel that it's the occasion when my heart feels the joy of festivity. the joy of festivity due to having got the wonderful opportunity. I personally feel that it's the occasion when my heart feels the joy of festivity due to having got the wonderful opportunity to not only openly express my gratitude for my Guru Maharaj, but also having gotten access to hear others' gratitude and glory of their divine grace. This makes the atmosphere so pure and sublime, the vibrations make every participant enlivened and jubilant. Wherever your presence is Guru, that becomes the place of pilgrimage, where Maya cannot enter. Only bliss can be experienced there. Guru Maharaj, your mind is so fully engrossed in the thoughts and service of Srila Prabhupada and Krishna that they always reside pleasingly in your heart. Thus, wherever you are, all the auspiciousness automatically follows. Guru Maharaj, it's always very inspiring to know that how once spiritual master came into Krishna consciousness. But in your case, your entire life is inspiring and interesting that it makes us so proud. Since your childhood, you have been a very sweet and loving person. With your gentle speech and amiable behavior, you endear yourself to whomever you met. Your relatives very dearly took you under your care when it was the time to demand. And the beautiful part of your personality is that you never disappointed them. Rather, they were proud to have you as their own. Your spiritual master was so intense that Krishna very soon believed in you that Srila Prabhupada was your spiritual master. In the very first meeting with Srila Bhakti Charu Prabhupada, the life of Prabhupada completely. You came in contact with Prabhupada's book and your life completely changed. And you didn't remain as you were. Your life, your heart became of Prabhupada completely. Due to knowing this fact perfectly, Prabhupada in the very first meeting entrusted you with such a glorious task of translating his books into Bengali. He found you as his perfectly competent son for being his shoulders in the service of the song, the mission of compassion. And you, Gurudev, always made you proud by being a purely dedicated, erudite scholar, polite, humble, compassionate, loving to all, faithful and a caring disciple. Your intense love for Prabhupada inspired you to invite his mood and distribute his mercy in the spirit Srila Prabhupada wanted to distribute to anyone and everyone. Escorting is the manifestation of Prabhupada's own self, and you as his loyal servant are carrying the spirit of him in your heart. What greater fortune one can receive by having the shelter of such a great soul, who is the sadhu in its real meaning, so pure, honest and saintly. Guru Maharaj, I wish if I could feel your constant presence in my heart and take your association as you do by remaining in constant association of Srila Prabhupada, by following and remembering his instructions as your life and soul. Guru Maharaj, you are love personified. You have won the hearts of thousands of people all over the world by the power of spiritual love. Whoever comes in your contact, even for a while, fails to forget those cherishable moments spent in your association, and thus they are left with a great impact on their hearts of having confidence, fear and warmth. According to His Holiness Charu Swami Maharaj, it can happen to only that person whose love between God and self has awakened, and when it so happens, it flows naturally out in the world in the form of compassion for all beings. Just as water is first absorbed by a tree's roots and then flows into every branch and leaf. Guru Maharaj, it is said that Vaishnavas are those who know and feel the pain of others. Thus they are truly compassionate. This virtue is very difficult to be cultivated. Being sympathetic is easy, but being empathic is very difficult. But my dear Father, I personally experienced that whenever I shared my distress with you, you yourself felt what I went through. Then only gave me courage by your loving guidance. Guru Maharaj, I usually wonder how come that you are so well versed in every aspect of such vast philosophy, though due to your busy schedule, you rarely find some time to go through the scriptures. But by your grace, I realize that you are none other than but a person Bhagavad. Not only know the scriptures well, rather live by the principles enjoined in the Your knowledge is so profound and deep that it leaves a very deep impact on the listener's heart. No matter how difficult the subject is, you explain that so simply and wonderfully that even a newcomer can easily understand. Your simplicity not only reflects in your demeanor, but reflects even in your voice. You are expert in making the things very simple, as your heart is so simple. Guru Maharaj, you are playing a role of leader as well as a spiritual master, thus responsible to make sure that your dependent spiritual welfare must be met. In the process, sometimes there is a need to become strict or sometimes there is a need for chastisement. It is the most painful part for you to play. You are so soft by heart that you best try to control that person to whom you have become hard by sweet words. So cute this part of your personality is. Guru Maharaj, how I, so insignificant, ignorant and foolish person, can glorify such an elevated Mahatma whose glories even Krishna wants to say. But I am really grateful upon having the opportunity on this most auspicious day to put some words together in your glorification. Although it's nothing but a speck I could make. Still, it's so fulfilling to my heart to meditate on and better appreciate my spiritual master's gifts. Guru Maharaj, your mercy is unlimited, but due to my foolishness, I thought that I deserved it. I many times became judgmental for you. How offensive it is on my part. But when I shared this little truth with you, you took it casually and smilingly said, "No, I didn't take any offense, so don't feel bad. You have been my dear daughter and you have been very dear to me always. Your unconditional love for a fallen soul as me inspires to become your true servant, your true daughter. But today, I have not yet opened the anchor of my ship, and I know for sure that without your grace, it's not possible for me to open it on my own. So please, Guru Maharaj, bless me, that I can lead this life exactly as you want me to do. Your undeserving daughter, Charu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Kalavati Radhika Mataji, for such a nice offering. So we want to hear from all of you, but we have only one limitation, it is time factor, because we are here and we have many other programs. So after this, there will be flower offering ceremony by all the devotees to Guru Maharaj. So
I have an idea about flower offering. So you all take the flower and instead of coming and individually giving the flower, just as we do, we'll chant the pranam mantra and throw the flower. Right? So that will be quick because I will admit I'm very tired. So, and that will make it quicker. So that's the last program. Okay.
I request His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj to please come and recite the Pranam mantras. After that, the devotees will offer flowers. Devotees are requested to collect flowers and Maharaj will recite Pranam mantras and together we will recite, and after that all the devotees will cover the flower at the lotus feet of Guru Maharaj. In this way we will conduct our flower offering ceremony.
আপনি সামনে বসে যান তাহলে কিন্তু আমার এখানে আপনি এখানে বসে বলুন এই সামনে
Hare Krishna. Pushing above God 3 times. 1,
But before that, we will recite Srila Prabhupada's Pranam. After that, one Prabhupada Pranam to recite. After that, three times, we divided class three parts. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Om Ajnanati Mirandhasya Jnanjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Charu Swami Niti Namine Snigdha Cheta Supraneta Bhagminam Charashaprita Prabhupada Gata Prana Nami Bhakti Charu Pada Usha Pushpanjali
सामने जाए ना
श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति चारु स्वामी गुरु महाराज की
सामने
ओम अज्ञानति निरंधस्य ज्ञानांजन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति चारु स्वामी निति नामिने स्निग्ध चेता सुप्रणेता भाग्मिनं चरसाप्युता प्रभुपादगतो प्राणा नौमि भक्ति चरुपदा उता पुष्पांजलि श्रीमद् भक्ति चारु स्वामी गुरु महाराज की ओम अज्ञानति मिरन्धस्य ज्ञानांजन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति चारु स्वामी निति नामिने स्निग्ध चेता सुप्रणेता भाग्मिनं चरसाप्युता प्रभुपादगत प्राण नौमि भक्ति चरुपदा पुष्पांजलि श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति चारु स्वामी गुरु महाराज की श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति चारु स्वामी गुरु महाराज की
भाई सामने से है ना भाई
जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजक आचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति चारु स्वामी गुरु महाराज की जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजक आचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद् अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की गौतमानंद
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
थोड़ा सा पीछे जाइए प्लीज।
Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Rama,
थोड़ा सा बाहर जाए ना प्लीज.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
नहीं दे सकते. नहीं होंगे यार इतने
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
प्रभाव लाइन में जाए ना थोड़ा सीधा जाना.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare पदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की गौर प्रेमानंदे समवेत भक्त वृंद की
परम पूज्यपाल श्री श्रीमद भक्ति चारू स्वामी गुरु महाराज की श्री श्रीमद भक्ति चारू स्वामी गुरु महाराज आविर्भाव तिथि महामहोत्सव की श्रील प्रभुपाद की गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरे कृष्णा। हिंदी और बांग्ला में अनाउंसमेंट है क्योंकि इतना भक्त एक साथ क्वेश्चन में नहीं जा सकते, इसलिए लाइन में खड़ा होकर गोष्ठी बबड़ाट करने का कोई जरूरत नहीं, इसीलिए हम कीर्तन करते रहेंगे और कोई भी भक्त क्वेश्चन नहीं, जब लाइन खाली होगा तब उधर करेंगे, ठीक है। और क्वेश्चन खाने के समय ध्यान से खाना की कल फास्टिंग है, कल फास्टिंग है, इसलिए क्वेश्चन ध्यान से खाना। हरे कृष्ण। हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्णा क्यों इतना जा रहे हैं? कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे